Happy Wednesday and happy Christmas Eve. Coach Karen here, aka Special K, here with another video. Today is day 7. That is correct, day 7 of my Asian Squat Challenge. How are you doing? Let me know. Leave me a comment. So today I've already handled 6 minutes. I did that first thing this morning when I got up. I have a little ritual that I go through, so I said, let me just kind of knock out my first part. And I was able, so I'm up to being able to hold it for a total of 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Now, that is not where I'm expecting everybody to be, but just in this week, I've gone from about 2 minutes to 6 minutes. I may have even said 1 minute when I first started. So yeah, so again, you just have to, consistency is the key. And what I was trying to remember last time, progress over perfection. Progress over perfection. So it's not about, oh, how perfect is my squat or how low. It is progress. Are you making progress? I just shared my progress with you, so I want you to share your progress with me. I'm gonna do just a few little exercises before we knock out this last 4 minutes that I have to do, and then whatever you need to do, make sure you get your 10 minutes in. Why? Because tomorrow, that's right, we're gonna turn up the heat. We're gonna turn up the heat and we're gonna go from 10 minutes to a whopping 20 minutes. And that's why if you have been able to work your way up to doing maybe one session, 5 minutes, you can knock that one out and then you can come back later on and do another 5 minutes. It's like, okay, I got 10 minutes out the way and so on and so forth. But I'll talk more about that tomorrow. Okay, so here, all right, so we're gonna start doing 90s or hip swivels here. Side to side, here, side to side. Okay, just give me 4 more. So this is 4, press in, 3, press those knees into the floor, and this is 4, press those knees all the way down. Now from here, as we sit up nice and tall, you're just gonna internally rotate here and come up, down, and come up, down. Give me 2 more. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Try to sit up nice and tall. Other side. Pow. Are you able to touch the floor? Pow with your knees. Pow. 2 more. 1 more. Ah. Now we're going to alternate. 1, up, 2, yes, 3, 4, yes, breathe, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, nice. Okay. I like to sit here and just kind of press out on my inner thighs here. Try to press them all the way down to the floor. All right, nice. Okay. All right, here we go. So, from here, I just want to lunge from side to side, side to side. So again, focusing on those adductors, those inner thighs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Okay, everybody. Are you about ready? I'm just looking at the clock, getting ready to go. All right, so I'm gonna come down low, 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 and you wanna sit. Now, I think I've told you that my right ankle was injured, and when I first started these things, it was just like really bothering me. You know, it was really hard. And I think the average person would have said, oh, can't do it. I can't do it. Oh, it hurts. No, 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 I'm going to injure it. You work around those injuries, but you don't avoid it. You modify, but the only way you're going to get past that is by strengthening it. You've got to strengthen it. So that's what I've been able to do by doing these deep Asian squats, okay? So I just want to let you know, my left knee, that's also a source of, notice I'm just doing a little bouncing. That's another injury that I've had. And just because I've had that injury, I don't like, okay, well, I can't do these because, oh, I got a bad knee. No, 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 no. I just work on strengthening it. I work around it, and I, monitor my pain and my pain level, but I don't avoid. So I don't want you to avoid. So you're taking nice deep breaths, just kind of breathe in, breathe out. And then if you get to a point where you have to do a little shift, shift. And I'm just gonna kind of come up and shift, reposition, shift, and reposition. Come back down. So notice my heels are down. I'm not up, but if you can't get those heels down, then put a block, a towel, a book, something underneath your heels. And then gradually, as your mobility improves, you should be able to gradually bring those heels down. Now, the other thing I like to do is I like to kind of play games with myself so that I can kind of keep progressing, keep growing. And so when I am in my kitchen and I have to go down and I have to grab some pots, I'll just go ahead and come down into this deep squat here because I want to make sure that I'm still keeping my, hips mobile, moving them. And that's really what mobility is about. It's really about movement. It's really about you being able to move and flow, ebb and flow through the range of motion and being able to hold those moves at the end range. I mean, think of dancers. Think of how strong their core is. Think of how those joints have to be able to support their bodies, their knees, their ankles, their hips. And they're able to hold different poses for, extended period of time. But that didn't happen overnight. It's like years and years of movement, years and years of dancing, years and years. All right, so there you have it. So that's the 4 minutes. Yes, that's the 4 minutes. So it's like, as a new grandma, I have been able to be blessed to spend a lot of time with my grandbaby. And one of the things that fascinates me more is how they are able to just naturally move without even thinking about it. So like when I put the baby on me, his hips are open, and it's, the flexibility that he has in his ankles and the way his knees, just kind of come up to his chest, and it's just like a rubber band. It's just able to just kind of move his arms and, all of that. But as we start getting older, as we start aging, and I don't believe that it's because of our chronological age. I truly believe that it's because we stop doing the things that we used to do. We, instead of crawling on the floor like we used to crawl on the floor when we were children, we sit in chairs, and those chairs are just kind of like locking you up. And then if you're not intentional about, okay, I need to crawl around on the floor. I love sitting on the floor. I love it. I'm sitting on the floor now. And one of the things that I like to do is I like to, you know, do this and just kind of, just there to kind of help me to, stay nice and, loose here. But because I do it on a regular basis, I'm able to do this. But a lot of people, when I'm teaching my classes and stuff, they can't do this. They can barely do this, and a lot of them are sitting like this. They're just sitting like this. They can't sit like this, They just can't do it. And if that's you, that's fine, because that's your starting point. But if you truly take this serious, if you truly work at it, you will be able to. Don't get frustrated with yourself. Don't quit because it hurts. You just work through it. All right, everyone. This is Coach Karen, aka Special K, your coach extraordinaire. Take care. Have a blessed day. And if you have any last minute shopping, get it done, but try to be safe. Try not to speed on the freeway and, go crazy. Try not to do that. Take a deep breath and just move through things. And remember, God is in control. God is in control. So if I have a scripture that I want to think about right now, or that I want to give you, I'm going to say, I have a few of them that are just like typically at the tip of my tongue. And so the one that is coming to mind right now is 3 John verse 2. 3 John verse 2. And I want you to take this verse even into the new year. 3 John 2 says, "Beloved," that's you, that's me, "I pray above all things that thou may prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospers." That is your birthright. Physical prosperity, spiritual prosperity. That is the goal. That should be your goal. All right, everyone. Go out and make it a healthy, happy day. Take care. God bless. Bye.